I am the famous American. I know we have referenced this in multiple videos over the years, but I'm asking you, the European, and I assume you're European because most of the comments that roll in are people from Europe, not here from the United States, because they already understand the American mindset here in the USA. But I guess it's engaging when Europeans hear an American speak so honestly, even at the risk of sounding foolish, which, let's face it, when have I ever made a video where someone did leave a comment saying how ignorant I am, saying that our country should know more about world geography and all those things, right? But what I really want to specifically discuss is, for you, the European, how do you see the physical traits of someone who is Native American or has Native American ancestry, heritage, etc.? So what do you see when you see that? For example, we've said many times in many videos, if I were in England, would I stand out? I mean, I could probably fit into certain parts of Europe, but I think if people really thought about it, they're like, well, his genetic background would not go 100% to England. There's something else in there too, right? Stick me in Spain, no one would question it. Stick me in France, probably no one would question it. There are certain places in Europe you could place me. But as far as the Native American traits that you see, because arguably it's around a fifth of my DNA is reflective of Native American. Via Mexico, of course. So we're talking about a different set of tribes there, ultimately. Aztec, Mayan, etc. Michoacan, Mexico is where my great-grandparents came from 100 years ago. What are those traits that you can see now that I've brought them out? What do you see that are those traits? I mean, is it the dark hair? Is it the dark eyes? The nose, I think the nose is more European. So what is it that you see that would give it away? Now, ultimately, the only thing I can go on is the eyes. Because ultimately, and I've said this in many videos, one of the Native American traits that I see is the eyes, because I believe that Native Americans ultimately descended from Asia. So I think that you're going to see certain traits that still kind of line up. Like for the fact that typically people who are Native American descent typically don't have a lot of body hair. The men typically don't lose their hair. They often don't even go gray as far as their hair goes. There are certain things that kind of line up more to Asian heritage more so than European or many others. So I see the link. So specifically the eyes though. Now granted, I don't have eyes that are like that, but when you look at my eyes, you're going to see that they do kind of come to a point. And I see with my son has the same eyes like I do too, where there's a little bit of a reference there with that. So I don't know, I'm asking you, I'm not telling you, I'm asking you to help me understand what you see, what you perceive as Native American traits, not specifically just in me, feel free to answer that way, but also just in general. Because I understand that what's exotic to me is not necessarily exotic to you, or certain things here in the USA could seem exotic. But if it's every day for me, it's not. So help me understand, what are some specific specific traits of someone who is Native American descent? Your comments belong right here.